we are now officially in June, which means that the Euros are only just less than 2 weeks away now, actually. So I thought what I'd do, I saw a lot of people do before, I thought I would give my prediction for the Euro 2020 in whole. I'm not going to do the same as a lot of other people have done. I've seen a lot of people have used the website you can use where you can literally go through the whole thing and list until the final. I was going to do that, but everyone's done it, so I'm going to do similar to that. I'm going to go through the whole of the group stages, give you who's going to finish first to fourth, and then I'm going to give you the 4 best teams that finished third, who are going to go through as well. Then I'll literally tell you who wins, who I think will be in the final, who will be an underdog for the whole competition, bigger team that, you know, fails horribly. So, and yeah, before you get your knickers in a twist and get all pissy, this is just my opinion on the whole competition. Let me know in the comments what you think, what you think will happen. If you're from one of these countries where you think you'll finish, how far you'll get in the competition. We're just going to get straight into it. So, of course, starting off with Group A, we have Turkey, Italy, Wales and Switzerland. Now this one, to be fair, it's actually a very even group. I don't think Italy aren't as strong as they used to be. We saw they didn't even get to the World Cup in 2018. They've done horribly wrong in the 2016 Euro, so they've been on a bit of decline recently, but they're back in the Euro 2020. But I don't think they'll win the group. I've gone for Turkey top, actually. I think I've watched them a lot in the qualifiers to get to the Euros. Done really well. They beat France and they beat a few other teams as well. They've done really well. They've got a very good team. They've got Demiral at the back. They've got Soyuncu. They've got Under. They've got I can't remember his name, the one that's at Lille. He might have retired, actually. I don't know if he's in the squad because he's like 35 now. But if he's in the squad, then he's a real threat as well. But I think they've done really well, and again, I think they will be an underdog for this tournament. So I've actually gone with Turkey top, and then I've got Italy second, and third I've gone for Wales, and Switzerland I've gone fourth. Switzerland, I've never really rated Switzerland really. They've got a few decent players here and there, like Shaqiri's doing alright, and they've got Rodriguez as well, and a few other players. They've got some decent keepers as well, but I don't know, I've never really rated them too much. I think just Wales are a better side really, under new management from the last Euros, so I don't think they'll go as far as they did to the semi-finals in this Euros, but I think they'll finish third, Wales, and Switzerland fourth. Next, we've gone for Group B. We've got Denmark, Finland, Belgium, and Russia. And I think it's pretty certain Belgium are more than likely going to finish top. You know, this is still, it's an Asian team, but it's still their prime. Like, some of the players that they have is unbelievable. Like Lukaku's just scoring goals for fun. De Bruyne, Carrasco, Tielemans, Castagna, Courtois, not a bad keeper at all. Even Trossard as well is a very decent player. He's been doing well for Brighton. So yeah, I think it's more than likely Belgium will finish top. And I've gone for Denmark second, which again I don't think is too surprising. I was so close to putting Finland second because I don't know, there's something about Finland that I just really like. Like, there's Teemu Pukki, they've got Glenn Kamara, they've got the Bayer Leverkusen keeper, I can't remember his name, he's pretty good as well. There's something about Finland that I think they could do quite well, but I think overall I think Denmark will finish second, and yeah, of course I've got for Finland third, Russia fourth. Russia, I mean, again they've done really well the 2018 World Cup, but I think that was just because they was in the home country, and I think just, yeah, it was their moment kind of thing, and I don't know, I don't think they'll do as well as they did before. So yeah, gone for Russia fourth. Group C, there's Holland, Ukraine, Austria and North Macedonia. Now this one's probably going to be the most controversial one that I've done. So top, I've actually gone for Ukraine. Now I've actually seen quite a few people rate Ukraine and put them first, second, and I really like Ukraine. Every time I watch them play, I think did they beat Portugal and Spain? I'm pretty certain. I actually can't remember. I'm pretty sure they either beat one of them two, if not both of them. But yeah, I really like Ukraine. I think they look very good. The main player is Zinchenko, really, who plays that number 10 role, which it's weird to see because you see him in the Premier League week in, week out playing as a left back, but he can play that role, and I think that's the role that he wanted to play at City, but obviously things did happen, and he's at left back now, but he's been doing a really good job as a number 10 for Ukraine, and I think, yeah, I've put Ukraine top. I really think they could win this group, and then I've gone for Holland second. Again, I think missing Van Dijk is going to be a massive blow, but I still think they've got the quality there to get through the group. Again, not a strong Holland team at all. Again, haven't done well with recent European competitions, recent World Cups. So yeah, I think they'll finish second anyway. And third, I've actually gone for North Macedonia, which again is probably very controversial, and obviously Austria fourth, which is probably very controversial. But I just don't rate Austria. Yeah, they've got players like Alaba and Sabitzer, but I've just never really rated Austria, and they just never really do well, and that's, I think, the only reason I put North. I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not saying North Macedonia are a better team than Austria, but I just think, you know, with them getting to their first European finals, I just think just the occasion and like just it'll be kind of like an Iceland, but this is more of an upset than Iceland. If they finish above bottom in this group, I think that is a massive achievement, because even the Iceland team, like you knew there was a poor team, but you saw the players. They had Sigurdsson, they had Gudmundsson, they had players in the Premier League who was doing well, and there was a few more players, and in the past as well they had Gudmundsson and all these other players, Gudjohnsen. They've always had good players, but with North Macedonia, like Alioski and that 30-year-old that's in the Serie A, like it's a really not a good team at all. But I just think the occasion and just the momentum that they'll have, I don't think they'll finish bottom. But that's just my opinion. Yeah, probably the most controversial one yet. And in Group D, of course, the one with England, Croatia, Scotland, and Czech Republic. Now, of course, I'm probably being biased, but I've gone with England top. I think they've got the quality to finish top, and if we don't finish top, then it'll be a bit of a disappointment, I guess. But Croatia, I've gone for second as well. Again, an aging team, still a very good midfield, but again, it's aging, and it'll probably be one of its last to play together, really. But yeah, I think they'll finish second. They've got the quality and they've got the experience, so they'll finish second. Third, I've gone for Scotland. Again, it'll be nice, it'll be cute if they could sneak in there, finish second maybe at the first tournament in 25 years or whatever. But I think they've got some decent players here and there. Mainly they're all left backs for some reason. But I've gone for third. I think they'll finish third. And Czech Republic, gone for fourth as well. To be fair, thinking about it now, I've actually remembered they've actually had a very good qualifiers. They've got Souček and all these other players, which that's actually probably my fault. I didn't think that through enough, really, did I? That is my fault. Okay, I've messed up. I probably should have put Czech Republic. Actually, I probably could have put Czech Republic like second, to be fair. They have got a very good team. Oh, you know what? I'm keeping it as that. I'm putting Czech Republic fourth. I'm keeping it as that. You know what? In hindsight, I probably should have put them third or second. But you know what? I don't care. I'm putting them fourth. I'm going to put them fourth. Moving on to Group E, we've got Spain, Sweden, Poland, and Slovakia. Of course, I'm going for Spain top, which I think is pretty obvious, really. Again, not a good Spain squad at all. Obviously, no Real Madrid players in there. No real good strikers in there either. But I still think they've got the quality, the experience to get through, finish top. Second, I've gone for Sweden. Again, it's a bit of a blow losing Zlatan, but I think they've got the quality again still to get through, do well. They've got a fairly decent team, so I think they'll finish second. Third, I've gone for Poland. Again, Poland, another one that's just always underachieved. So like at the World Cup, they didn't do well. At the last Euros, they didn't do well at all either. And the squad that they've got, some of the players that they've got, arguably like the greatest striker in world football at the moment. You know, some very decent keepers over the years in Szczesny, Fabianski, even Artur Boruc was half decent as well. they've just always underachieved, and I think they'll finish third. On paper, they should do better with the players that they've got, but yeah, I'm putting Poland as third at the moment, and Slovakia have gone for fourth. Again, always seem to be in the Euros for some reason. Don't really know too many of their players. Putting them as fourth, I just don't really think they have the quality up the field, at the right end of the field, to really challenge or anything. So yeah, final group, Group F, we have Hungary, Portugal, France, and Germany. I feel really bad for Hungary. That group they're putting is horrible. Yeah, I think it's pretty certain that Hungary are going to finish bottom. Top, I've gone for France, which again I don't think is too shocking really. I think in the depth wise and squad wise, definitely the best in the Euros. And second, I've gone for Portugal. Again, Portugal, they've got again a very good squad at the moment. I think they'll finish second. And third, I've gone for Germany, which again I don't really think is too surprising, the way that they've played in the last few Euros and World Cups. I just don't think. Again, it's quite an aging squad. Haven't really got too many. Obviously, got Sane, Gnabry, but again, I think out of them three, I think Germany are the most likely to drop out and finish third. That is my group stage predictions, and then of course there's 4 teams. The 4 best third place teams are going through, if that makes sense. So for the 4 teams I picked, I've gone for Wales, I've gone for Germany, Poland and Scotland. I really wanted to pick Finland. It was between Finland and Poland I wanted to pick, because I think they're both very evenly matched, but I was thinking if these two played together, who would get through? And I think Poland would get through. I think they would edge it. But what I do really want to see Finland do well. I've gone for them 4 to go through. And yeah, basically I'm going to go through and give you who I think will get to the final or who I think will actually win it. Now, I don't want to say it. I really don't want to say it, but I'm going to try and be as positive as possible, and I'm going to say England are going to get to... Do I say it? Do I really say it? You know, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say England are going to win the Euros this season. This Euros. I'm going to say it. I've said it now. I've said it. It's out there. It's on the video. I've said it. And again, the more I think about it, the more I think we won't win it. But my heart is saying that we can, and I've got to be confident, because I've seen a lot of English fans just be really negative, and I've never really been that sort of person. Even to Wolves, I've never really been that negative. I've always tried to be as positive as possible, so that's what I'm going to do. We've got the squad too. It's all down to the manager really now. We have the squad to easily win this tournament, but we have to use these players right, and it's all down to Southgate now. Heart saying that, but my head is saying that it will be a Portugal-France final, which will be a very interesting final. And I think overall, I think France will win the Euros. But my heart is saying that England can do it. But overall, I think France will win it. Just I think the depth and the squad that they've got, and the manager they've got as well. I think they will win it. But I would, to be fair, if it's not England that win it, I would really like to see Portugal win it, because yeah, you're gonna make a joke about, oh yeah, you're a Wolves fan, so you pretty much are Portugal, which is very funny. But I think, to be fair, I think if England don't win it, I think I would like to see a Wolves player win the Euros this summer, and we have a very good chance. Obviously, we got Portugal, which we've got about 4 or 5 players in the squad for, but we've also got Dendoncker, who's at Belgium. We've got Adama, who's at Spain as well. So we have got, I know, there's a very good chance a Wolves player could win the Euros this summer. So if it's not England that win it, and if it's not Cody that's in the squad that wins it, then I would like to see a Wolves player win the Euros somehow. But I would also like to see Portugal win it as well. That would be very good. Biggest disappointment, I've gone for Holland, to be fair. Which it's weird because I put them second to go through. But I just think, yeah, I just don't think I think there's a lot of teams that could underachieve and do really, like, a lot of big teams who could just be a complete disappointment. I think Germany will be one. I think Italy, won't do well at all, and I think Holland will be one as well. I think the big reason is Van Dijk, who won't play. and also the manager is he just can't get the best out of this team, and I just don't think they'll do well at all. I think they'll get through the group, but I think at the round of 16 or whatever round it is, I think they'll crash out. The underdogs, the dark horses, I think that will do really well. I've gone for Ukraine, and I think I've mentioned them before, but I really think they'll do really well. Obviously, I don't think they'll get to a final or even a semi-final, really, but I think just getting out of the group, even getting to like a quarter-final would be massive for Ukraine, massive for the country, and yeah, I've gone for them. Again, there's a few teams in there, like Finland. Like I've said before, I really want Finland to do well. I don't know why, I just really like them, and I'd want them to do well. Yeah, they're my predictions. I think my heart is saying that we'll win it, but my head is saying that France are going to win it. I think it's pretty obvious France have a very good chance of winning it. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on everything. Let me know where you think I went wrong, what you changed, who you think will actually win the whole tournament. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. Make sure you like and subscribe as always, really appreciate it. And my Twitter and Instagram down below. So yeah, make sure you go follow them as always, really appreciate it. Of course, new videos coming up soon. Videos about the Euros, videos about Wolves transfer window and stuff like that coming up. So yeah, if you're interested in all that, then make sure you subscribe and turn notifications on as well. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Calls me day and night. I'm sorry, girl, you just don't make me feel right.